What's up, Dragon Brawlers? Scott Sedman here for London Players Guild. Today I'm joined by Peter,
Hellos.
and we are talking about the Divine Multiverse Draft Box 5, which is essentially Tournament of Power 2.0. Me and Peter have been super excited for this set for so long, and we're going to break down our top 7 red cards, the first cards they've revealed. So they've revealed all the red cards. We're going to give you our top 7 list for it. We're not including super rares in that list because they're super rares, they're just good. And it would be unfair. But we will be breaking down super rares once we've got all of them and we have time to go through them. So yeah, I think let's get straight into it. Peter, what's our number 7 pick?
So our number 7, after rigorously looking through all the cards, we decided that Mirage Maker Shansa is our number 7. So a quick rundown. It's a 2 cost, requires 2 red, so for mono red decks. 5000 power and 5000 combo power for 0 cost combo. It has barrier. You can only have 1 copy of this card in your battle area. And it has a skill, activate main. Once per turn, you can switch this card to rest mode, choose all of your red battle cards with energy cost of 1, all of your red battle cards with energy cost 1, yes, and switch them to active mode.
That's pretty cool. That is pretty cool.
It's going to be very aggressive, especially with cards like the 1-drop Piron from the last draft box, with Saiyan Kaba, with Trunks that gets critical, all those cards that help you self-awaken. This played turn 3 can be a huge punishment for opponents. The issue is that Nimbus stops it.
Topper stops it.
Yeah.
There's a lot of outs to it, but
Yes,
I still think it's a
outs to
really
it.
cool concept, especially for decks that like those low cost. Just I'm gonna throw everything I've got at you aggro. I think it's a cool look, and plus it's cute as fuck. Like, look at that artwork. It's so happy. He's so happy to be causing
very
chaos.
interesting. I want to see someone making a use out of it. I don't think we will see an awful lot of use of it.
Which is why it's
But
our number 7.
I want someone to make a use of it.
Yeah,
that's
someone
my
break
wish.
this card is what we're saying. Like,
Yes.
make those Saiyan Cabas worth it again. Do it. Do it.
I mean,
a
break
day.
this card, and I'm personally going to give you a booster box of set 10.
There you go. Boom.
There's
The
your
gauntlet's
challenge.
there. If you break this card, set 10 booster box on Peter.
Yeah.
Yep, there you go.
You have it all on the recording.
It's
You can
there.
hold me. You can hold me up to that.
Now I'm going to just constantly try and break this card. Every deck I build. Can I break it? The thing is, there is a limiting factor where it does specify that it has to be a red battle card, because imagine if this was just untap your 1-drop. So it's just be like, oh god!
You could play so many different things.
It'd be a nightmare. Although it will hit multicolored cards. I don't know how many multicolored 1-drops we have, but if
None.
any, I was gonna say if any, but
Because multicolor cards, you do need to pay 1 of each at least.
yeah.
It
So
can cost 1.
yet they can half and
Yes.
half it. Number 6.
Star.
So yeah, the
Yeah.
6-star entry on our list of top 7 red battle cards from Divine Multiverse that aren't SRs. We have Android 17. His name.
Well, reinforcements.
Thank you. Android 17. So this one is pretty self-explanatory. It's a counter-attack, negate the attack and play it. But which would be good in its own right. It would be worth talking about.
But
But
wait, there is
more. Choose up to 1 red battle card with an energy cost of 1 in your drop and play it. So this is just you put, like you said to me earlier, 2 bodies on board for the price of a negate. So it's just good.
It doesn't check for leader. You mentioned that Android 1718 leader from set 2 makes it a 1-drop negate, put 2 bodies on board.
Yep. It's ooh.
Because it only requires 1 red in the cost.
Yep. So it's very interesting. Like, there's a lot of utility to see with it, and
We have a couple of 1-drops actually coming up as well.
that might be able to do something funky with it.
Yes. So the important thing to notice about this card is it doesn't negate the skill.
No.
It's not played with the skill negated.
Nope. So they
So
can
you
have
will
whatever they
get
want.
the skills of the card if they are when you play this card.
Mm.
And we have cards like Manipulating God Champa, for example. Check the top 7 for the Champa.
Yeah,
Or for
GT
Alien.
engine.
GT
Um,
Engine, yes. There is lots of decent one drops that essentially add your cards to hand.
and in the set, like a lot of the U11 stuff plays stuff, and they're pretty low cost. So
And the last thing is you can use this in Vegito Leader from set 2.
mhm.
Because your Kind Boy Son Goku, or sorry, Kind Saiyan Son Goku, which normally is blue, because of that leader, it's going to be red as well.
So then you can start all
Yep.
kinds of shenanigans. We know how good Kanseiyan can be. It's
Yep.
like
So,
it's
and
kind of
we have a
fallen out
new
of favor,
Goku
but
coming out as well, so, which was advertised as a super rare, which was advertised to be played with that Vegito leader.
exactly.
Here's
So
your engine for it.
there you go.
And
Boom.
Surge.
Have fun. Have fun, guys. Yeah. So Android 17, a really good, solid 6 choice for us. And yeah, it's like I like how it was like low key getting this kind of Android support. More and more, like not just Cell Saga androids, we're getting that Universe 7 good boy
Yeah.
android support, and it's nice to
I mean,
see.
we had few of those,
Yeah, no, that's
so
what I'm seeing. We got some in the draft box last time, and no, like I just like seeing more of
yeah.
17 and 18 when they're actually good guys. Like I mean, God, I think everyone loved 17 by the end of Tournament of Power. Like it was,
Oh, come on. He was MVP.
it was MVP for sure, man. Like defeating what's his name, Analyzer in that. I still love that episode. Like, oh.
Blasting the maidens when they were transformed.
Yeah, that is not honourable.
Everyone was scowling him, including Universe 7.
Brilliant, brilliant. So yeah, great to see more support for androids. Like that's the thing. Androids get support with this. U7 gets support with this. Red gets support with it's just a good card. Number 5 is Tupper in all of his actual glory.
Topper.
And it's so weird seeing the actual version of Tupper because the only Tupper we've had for ages was the one drop searcher from TOP, and
Oh yeah, that's the same character, but
it is,
so
but this is
different.
his actual face, and it's weird. It's weird, but it's here. We finally have it. So Peter, run down his effect for us.
It's a one drop 5k. You when you play this card, you can choose one card in your life and crit it. Choose up to one of your opponent's battle card and give it minus 15,000 for the turn.
Yeah, I think so. We were saying this is just pretty damn good. Self awakening and
Removal,
yeah,
combat power. In Cooler, it also has other uses.
yeah. So we think there's not I mean apart from it just being another card to the universal level 11 archetype. I mean this is also this is just out there speculation. One of these days they're gonna print a good Vados that interacts with aliens, and this is a solid choice of getting it out from that.
Oh, they got alien tag.
Yeah, they're alien tagged.
Because the alien tag only exists in red, I think.
No, I think all of the other stuff does have aliens, but it's cool.
I'm quite sure that
Really?
the Universe 11 didn't have the alien tag.
Oh, I thought they did. No, never mind. But still, I like the fact that they're aliens, and one of these days Vados is going to be able to play Universe 11 stuff, and it's going to be silly. Vados Universe 11, make it happen, Bandai. Set 12, hit me up. I'll design it. I've got this. We some Vados will be broken.
I will pay you to be able to design it.
Yep, that's fine. I'll just break the game. We some Vados, insanely, stupidly powerful. Aliens take over the meta. It's a good card. It's generic enough, but it also fits into Universe 11 and Alien if it ever needs to.
Yeah.
And I think that's something that could be cool about. It's just something cool. And like you said, again in Cooler, it's just good. It's just a good card.
I think it's going to be a decent removal. A one drop red that can remove something with 15k or less.
Yeah.
And it's self awakening, which is quite important.
Yeah, especially
It doesn't force you to attack, which I think some decks might prefer over Trunks or
Kappa. Yeah, you don't want to be able to hit your opponent for double strike just to awaken, or critical, or
even critical. You sometimes don't even want to trigger the attack against Broly, for example.
Very true, very true. Yeah, so I think it's a good option, and also like you can do some weird synergy with that android negate we just showed.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm gonna play my android, and then I'm gonna play this boy. Right.
And then I'm going to crit the life and minus 15k your next attacker.
Yeah.
What do you do now?
Yeah.
Where's your god now?
All hail Bear Tug Topper.
He's going to give you a proper bear hug.
Yeah, we're going on a bear hug with Tupper and Jiren. Hit us with number 4, Peter.
Place number 4.
Our number 4 choice is. Oh God, I can't say it now that we're under pressure. Atana?
Anato.
Anata. So
Anato Gentle Supremacy, and from a different universe, I think.
yes,
Kuru Proud Supremacy. I think they're 2 different universes.
They should be.
Yes, it's universe 1 and 4.
Yeah.
One was exempt from the tournament, wasn't it?
Yes. Right, so firstly, yes, we put 2 in. Yes, it's slightly cheating, but our main pick for this spot is Anato. The reason we threw in Kuruno is because of a combo we'll mention in a second. But Anato is essentially choose 2 red cards in your hand, put them in the drop. When you play this card, choose any number of battle cards with 20k power or less, which adds up to 4. The key thing being here is adds up to, which means it can hit tokens. Total of 4 or less and KO them. Just a good effect across the board for a 1-drop, mind. So all those nice shadow tokens that you've made with Zamasu go bye-byes. When you KO 2 or more of your opponents with this effect, you draw a card. I think that's just good.
I mean, you need to remember that it doesn't check for mono-red cards.
Nope.
So in Broly, you can actually ditch
Red-green.
Red-green cards like Broly that can be played comboed from the drop area. You can drop Dormant Legend.
I was going to say that's a really good way if you draw Dormant Legends to get it in the drop.
Yeah. And you can also cycle some cards with it, or you can still get the value from the cards in your drop area. So this card is actually quite good.
Yeah, I really like it.
Even in Broly, you just play it. You ditch 2 cards, kill at least 2 cards, right? You draw 1, so you replace that 1. Then you attack with your leader, combo this off, and draw another 1. So you used 1 card, cycled 2, or cycled 3 essentially. But then you used 1 card. You lost 1 card to get rid of at least 2 of your opponent's battle cards.
Yeah, and also, like, I mean, we can look at it this way: is if you are playing red green Broly, for instance, you run some surprise attack freezers in there. You've got critical on board for this one just drop that's just gone hello. I just love it. I'm in love with this card so much. And do you want to explain why we've got Kerno in there on this joint entry?
Kuru is an interesting
one.
I personally think that we're going to see a comeback of the skillless Goku in red because of the Chi-Chi combo and all that stuff. Because that Goku that Chi-Chi plays is a 1-drop 10k, which works with Kuru. When you play this card, choose up to 2 skillless battle cards in your drop area with cost 1 and add them to your hand.
Yep.
I think we might actually see this, and I think we might see this gameplay. Because you can play 1-drop, bring back 2 skillless cards to your hand. You can play the Kuru, bring 2 skillless cards to your hand, and then play Anato, ditch those 2 cards, and KO your opponent's cards.
Yep.
Which essentially Kuru fuels Anato. If he doesn't fuel Anato, he can bring up to 10k combo power to your hand.
Yep. And again, like again, this 17 synergy, we're going to probably keep coming back to it. So you drop your Anato, you drop Kura into your drop, and then you negate an attack with 17, and then you bring out Kura, and you just refill your hand.
Yeah. It's also refilling your hand without using up your deck, which is important in the meta that we have right now.
Yeah, mill is a present thing, yeah.
Since set 5, mill has not disappeared really from the radar.
Like, it's always been there lurking, if not being topping, you know what I mean? Like, it's always been a threat. Like, you always had to think, what about Janemba? But now we have Cooler as well, so it's like...
there's other options.
Yes, and I think... I like this... Like I said, like, it's just a nice little combo, but the main pick is Anato, and for good reason. I'm in love with that card so much. The more we talk about it, the more ideas that we can come out with it.
It's a very strong card, that's why it's on the list.
Yes. But Kura's not to be understated as well, so we put them together, because they're both Kais at the end of the day.
I don't think Kuru would do anything if Anato was not on the list.
Oh yeah, no, he wouldn't be on it of his own accord. But
But because he can replace it, because he has so many good synergies, I think he deserves a place on the list.
yeah. So we'll move on to number 3. So we're in the top 3 now, and we have Ultra something Exchange. Peter.
UltraSonic Exchange.
UltraSonic. So coming in at number 3, we have UltraSonic Exchange. I didn't get the name wrong at all. It's fine. We're here. Let's talk about it. It's a counterplay. It's essentially denial of hope, but your opponent chooses whether they want to put it in their drop or play it. If they don't put it in their drop, they choose a battle card and put it in their drop, right? Did I understand that correctly?
So, it's similar cards to Hidden Power of Saiyans from set 7, I think.
Yes, set 7.
So, this one doesn't check for the leader, which I think is a blessing.
Mm.
If the battle card your opponent is playing has 20,000 or less power, your opponent has a choice. They either play the battle card as normal, or they place it in the drop area. If they choose to play it as normal, before they do, they need to choose one of their battle cards and place it in their drop area. So they have a choice what goes to the drop area, either the card that they're just playing, or one of the cards that they have on board. And the thing is that the cards on the board can only be protected by barrier. The rest, power, etc., it doesn't matter. Which, yeah, it's indestructible cards, of course, can be removed, but that's this is not a KO skill as well, which is nice.
Mm. Yeah, it's placing it in the drop area, isn't it? So
yes.
I don't know, like
there is an interesting interaction here with
evolution.
skills.
Yeah.
Because if you have an evolved skill, you choose one of your battle cards, and if that's the only battle card you have, for example, I don't know. I can't think of anything from the top of my head that would have 20,000 power. Oh, I know. Chain Attack Trunks. There we go.
There we go.
If you want to Chain Attack Trunks on your 1-drop Trunks, and that's the only battle card you have on board, and someone activates Exchange, you either need to get rid of the card that you were about to evolve, so you can't evolve, or you can't evolve because you chose to not evolve.
Yeah, so that's weird, but it's there and it's a thing. We love it. I love it. I love this card again, and it's featuring our number 7 pick, which was Shansa.
Shansa.
Which, like, I love it. This cute boy made it twice on this list. I don't know. I just really like that card. I like the character. I love Tournament Power. There's so much to love about it thematically. But yeah, I agree. I think it's a really powerful card. What is the interaction? Just me talking to you here is, if they've only got a card on field which is barrier, and then you play this against them playing a card, they can't choose the card with barrier, can they?
They just choose to play the battle card and then they need to choose a battle card on their board, but they can't choose the resolve as much as they can. It's the same interaction you have with Hidden Power of Saiyans. If they have less than 2 cards in hand, they can still choose to play the battle card, and they need to ditch all the rest of the cards in their hand.
Yeah, but then they have no cards to ditch, so you can still play. Essentially, so if you got barrier, you can still play it, but that's like, yeah, that's.
But your only battle card all your battle cards would need to have barrier.
Yeah. So if you've got one on, so if they have no battle cards,
they can still choose to play it. Before it enters, they need to choose a battle card to send to the drop area, but they have no battle cards to choose.
But then you fulfill the much as effect as you can.
Yes,
so yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay, that's fine.
This card is better because it doesn't require 2 of one color. Like Hidden Power of Saiyans requires 2 green.
And Denial requires 2 red.
Yes. This one requires 1 red and doesn't check for the leader color. You can use it with any leader color you want.
Yep.
Which I think is amazing.
Which is great. Yeah, so it's denial for any color leader. So
yeah.
Yes, there's caveats to it, but mate, denial's one of the most powerful cards in this game. Like, calm down. So number 2 is meditation.
Common.
This is so good.
So, no, the card on its own is very underwhelming, and majority of you guys who are watching probably don't know why the card is good.
Yeah.
So let me tell you first what the card is.
Go on, Peter, run it down.
Because I was the one who noticed why it's good. So for 1 red, During your turn, you can choose one of your battle cards. For the turn, you give the card 15,000 power. It can attack battle cards in active mode, can't have its attack negated, and can't attack your opponent's leader. What you can do is increase something that has 10,000 power or so to 25,000 or more, activate your Awaken skill, and then do Plea.
Boom.
Yeah, this card is one card enabler for Plea for any of your red battle cards.
With 10k.
At least 10k, but if we're talking like Kaba or Trunks or something like that, you have an additional combo piece, and it can also be used to remove a battle card on board.
Yeah, because you can punch actives.
Yes, it can attack actives. If they have something that's annoying that would stop you normally from playing Plea.
Mm-hmm.
Like, let's say they have the Android 20. I know it's unlikely, but they have Android 21 and 5 energy.
Yeah.
You just meditation on one of your battle cards, attack that Android. If they want to defend it, that's perfectly fine.
Yeah, like the chances you're running more than one meditation, and you can
but
start.
You will be able to activate Awaken either way, and you wasted a lot of cards from their hand in that situation.
100%, because Android 21's got 4k.
5k.
5k, yeah. So 5k, and you're already buffing whatever you swing with by 15k. So they're gonna have to combo another 15 to get out. And then so you swing with a 15k. Like it's
the card is really strong. It has lots of uses, and I think it will see quite a lot of play with some combo decks mostly.
I really like it. I mean, and again, there is some balance here. You can't attack a leader with the cards you boost up, and
God bless you, can't.
Yeah, so it's like Bandai are aware of this card can be used in nefarious ways.
It says that the attack can't be negated. I think this is against, because it doesn't check for red battle cards to be boosted with the skill of meditation.
Choose one of your battle cards.
Exactly. So you could, in theory, put it on the Victory Strike, the new Victory Strike that stops everything beside extra cards.
Yeah.
And then they can't even negate the attack.
Or sell X.
For 60,000.
Yep.
With no skills, no negating the attack.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I really like this card. It's a common, so I say it shouldn't be a problem, but like
in this set we're only having new cards.
Exactly. So I think you'll be fine with getting these. It's not going to be a topper situation.
There's not going to be like topper situation or any of the
serious bomb or anything like that. Yeah, I think you're going to be fine getting this. Again, just a really good common for red. Really nice card. Lots of versatility outside of its intended play, quote unquote. And that's why we made this list, because that's what we're looking at. Yes, these are all great for draft. This card's especially great for draft as well, just to deal with problems.
I think all those cards are really strong for draft.
Yeah. And then our number one, featuring the big boy himself.
Piron, the All-Seeing. I like the title of the card.
Yeah.
Jiren, the All-Seeing. So this is the Jiren who was like that wall that they never could even touch.
It's the one that killed. I feel like this is him when he blasts hit away.
I think so.
Or Vegeta, one of the two.
4-drop, which is quite late, but we've seen that the 4-drops can actually still be strong.
100%.
It requires only one red, which is important. So it can essentially be splashed into any color you want.
Yeah, easily can be played in.
He has 20,000 power, so he fits in both Preemptive Strike, Hidden Potential, and Denial of Hope. Mm-hmm. He can't be stopped. That's important thing.
Yeah.
So and he doesn't have barrier. He doesn't have any protection.
But so you can get rid of it.
The moment it sticks on board, it becomes problematic. So he skills. He has double strike, but pretty much, let's be honest, you're never going to attack.
You don't want to attack with him. That's not the point of him.
His skills read. Once per turn, when your opponent plays a battle card, choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards, and it gets minus 10,000 power for the turn. So it's similar to the baby ape, right?
Yep.
When they play the battle card, you just neg something for 10,000.
Yep. It's
but
gone.
Then, when one of your opponent's cards attacks, So it can be battle card, leader card, unison card as far as we know.
Yep.
You may choose that card. Again, you choose the attacking card, and that card gets minus 10,000 power for the turn. This one is not once per turn.
Yep. So anything they do is going to be swinging at you 10k less.
Yeah. If you drop this in Cooler, your opponent cannot declare an attack.
Nope.
There's another thing. It's good thing that they banned objection. Like,
Oh yeah.
Say it right now.
Straight up.
Like, you can't, because if objection was still around, you could turn 2 objection, turn 3 Jiren.
And that'd just be scary, is it? All hell, like.
Yes. If you go first, if you turn 3 Jiren, that can be potentially very dangerous.
And once he's set up on board, you can set up toppers and
play around it.
Yeah. And we said this. It's like it's not limited to one on board. If you get two. So we put this at number 1. We've explained why, and yeah, it's a great card. It's got a U11 tag. It's got an alien tag. Something to be aware of. It's a solid
an alien
card.
tag, which I think might be quite important with the Vados. If we can get into a slower meta again, where you can actually go to 5-6 drops and get that Vados that can play aliens from the top of your deck, playing this monster from the top of your deck every time Vados attacks.
Oh. Even if you don't kill with Vados, this is just you're not losing. Like it's powerful. It's really powerful. You pull it in draft, you're probably going to be playing this, like, because it's like, what are they going to do?
That is correct.
Yeah, I think it's something to look forward to. And again, all these cards are great for draft. They have designed this set for draft, but what we've done here is picked out the non-super rares that we think are going to be useful outside of just this meta, and it's our picks as well. Like, a lot of it is personal preference. I mean, Jiren fanboy through and through right here, can't deny it.
I mean, to be fair, we started from position number 1, which was Jiren, and then worked our way down.
Transparency right there. Jiren was number 1. Everything else fell in line afterwards.
I know, I read all the cards, and it just shows that I'm a control player. I see a control card, I'm happy.
I just think it's fantastic. It's a fantastic card. And
I think it's a good boss monster, and I'm looking forward to see what they do as a Jiren boss monster in here, in the set. Because he's probably going to be multicolor card.
Could well be. Probably a yellow-red, maybe.
As long as it's not red-blue.
Oh god, please, no. Why would you say that?
Yellow, green, and then you have red. So you have 3 colors already.
Don't give them ideas, Peter. Stop it.
I think actually that might be what's happening.
Oh, no.
Because of the rainbow cards that they released. We might also be getting Jiren for rainbow.
I mean, I would be opposed to it.
We might see a Universe 11 blue cards in this set.
Interesting. I mean, if we do, we do.
Rainbow bosses. I think rainbow bosses is what's going to be deciding the games in the draft. Like, that's my opinion.
I think that's
if you can get a rainbow boss and you can play it well, if you can get multiple rainbow bosses and play them well, that's going to decide the drafts.
Yep. So that wraps up our list of top 7 red cards we think you should know about from Divine Multiverse. What a cool name for a set as well. Like, they've killed it. Dragon Brawl and Divine Multiverse. And I think that covers everything.
Like, share, and subscribe, and comment.
Yeah, do it. Let us know you want this shit. It's not shit. Let us know you want this stuff. This super content. Which I have to now go and edit. But yes, thank you guys for watching. And we'll be back with blue stuff when they reveal all of it.